Hey, this is JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's December 29th, 2025. Looking out at Mill Lake yesterday in the Smokies, you can see it is really snow covered out there. Almost a couple meters of snow in the snowpack. And if you're enjoying this broadcast, we ask you to do a one-time donation, or even better, sign up for that monthly sustaining membership. We're going to have high pressure building into the region today through Wednesday. So, what that means is mostly sunny skies, warmer temperatures, and inversions where it's colder in the valley floor and then warmer in the mountains until it flips midday. So, so mostly sunny today with a little bit of thin cloud coverage. Tomorrow is going to have decreasing clouds, mostly sunny. And then moisture returns for Thursday with rain in the valley and snow in the mountains. All right, I wanted to take a look at the current snow water equivalent across the west at the SNOTEL sites. This is hot off the press yesterday. These are our three regions here in the central mountains. So you can see we are close to or at normal for the Big Wood, and then north, and then slightly below for the Boise Mountains. And taking a little deeper dive in here, you'd see the colors change quite a bit. These are each individual station, so you can see some of our stations are showing well above 100%, where others are in the red. And this is measuring our snow. So how much snow we have in the mountains. And a lot of our snow has been falling in the form of rain, which isn't really helping out our winter reservoir system. And the snow holds all that moisture and then slowly releases it into the rivers come springtime. So we want to build up our reservoir in the winter with all that snow. It's been hard to do that this year with those warmer temperatures. So that's kind of why you see the difference in the numbers, and those all kind of get put together to get a median on the last thing I show you. All right. Don't have a satellite reel for you this morning, but we are just sitting with high pressure, strong high pressure building today and tomorrow. Looking at our temperatures in the valley, they're going to climb on New Year's Eve up to 45 degrees. So we're going to continue. We're going to be pretty close to normal, I think, today, but then we're going to get above 10 to 15 degrees above normal for midweek. And then we have our next system coming through, kind of play out what's going on now. Looking at the 500 millibar chart here. Zoom in a little bit on this for you. All right, so we have the main jet stream to our north, and that's driving those warmer temperatures here. Got this area, this ridge of high pressure here, and a closed low sitting off the coast of California. So as we play this through, that closed low ejects and starts to feed in some moisture on Thursday. And then Friday, we start to have a little bit more subtropical moisture with this big low that's forming, that's going to drop down the coastline here. And it's going to set up as southwest flow with a atmospheric river. It's going to be a AR2, so not as heavy hitting as the last ones, but still going to set us up with getting some more moisture this weekend. All right, starting on Thursday, we're going to see light snow amounts until Friday morning, where it starts to pick up a little bit. And you can see most of the amounts are going to be hitting the western mountains. Play this through Monday. With that southwest flow, it's going to hit the western side of the Smokies a little harder. Pios are still going to get some snow, but you can see like not too much snow out of this event, looking like close to a foot. It's going to be a trickle of snow rather than just the fire hose. So we'll kind of see as this gets closer if those models are still pointing at that. You can see those hot spots are going to be kind of the Pine and Featherville area and Western Smokies, hidden with another inch of water, not as much over in the Wood River side. And this is what it's going to look like on the map. So AR2. All right, looking at some of our stations from north to south. This is for in the Sawtooth. You can really see over here not too much moisture coming out of this big event, especially it's going to be a little rain shadowed on the eastern side of the Sawtooth Mountains, and a lot warmer temperatures with this one. Diving down to the Galena Pass area at higher elevations, you can see a little bit more snow, better snow water equivalent there, like lighter density, I mean. And it's going to be hitting mostly on Saturday with this next storm. Like that's the biggest impulse we're going to see is, or biggest pulse we're going to see is on Saturday. And then for the Pioneers, same story. Saturday to Saturday night is when that biggest thing is going to hit through. If the winds aren't looking crazy with this one, which is good. Hopefully it kind of does cool off a little bit. It still looks pretty warm. We'll see as we get closer what those temperatures are going to look like. But the month out forecast for the next week or two is looking above normal for temperatures, and then into January above normal, and then mid-January above normal. So we're just above normal for temperatures and above average for our precip. So good that we're getting precip, but would sure wish that more of it was snow to fill up our winter reservoirs out there.